What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Mario and Luigi Superstar Sega plus Bowser's Minions. In the last episode, we got to the castle. In this episode, well, we're going to try to see how much progress we can make in this episode while talking about some hard topics, as I did in the last episode of the remake. So, without further ado, let's get going. Halt! You there! Halt! You can't just waltz on in here. The town has been attacked, which means the castle could be attacked at any moment. Lady Lima has instructed us not to allow anyone to enter the castle. Anyone whatsoever. Having said that, if you still wish to enter, you must explain yourselves and your motives. What? You two are the famous Mario? What? And you are the legendary Luigi? Luigi who? I have no clue. I have no idea. Someone needs to fix Mario's sprite animations. Still. If you really are the superstar... If you really are the superstars, Mario from the Mushroom Kingdom, then prove it. That jump? No mistake in it. This guy is really Mario? Shh, I can't be certain. Anyway, what business would the famous Mario and the other guy have in this castle? You literally just almost said the name. Huh? Oh, I see. Gotcha. What do they want? No clue. Enough. Regardless of all that nonsense, you may not enter. Now be gone. Prince Paisley's Rose? Are you friends of the prince? Listen, I think maybe we ought to let these guys inside. Okay, taking into account that Rose and your wacky story, we can allow you to enter. That was one wacky story, though. Woo. So, in we go. Interesting how... Okay, so... Authorized personnel only. I like how the music is still going over here. Let's see what's up in here. Oh. Guess we can't go in here quite yet. Well, Master Mario and Master Luigi. I am Lady Lima, highest of the ladies at court. The gatekeeper told me of you. Are you indeed Mario and Luigi of fame, the superstars? Yes, I can't deny that such jumping is the hallmark of Mario and Luigi of Legends. Pardon me? What are you trying to tell me? Oh, do speak up! Oh, such ruckus! Speak in softer voices! Are you gaslighting me, bro? Now, hear me. As you saw, the town is in ruins. And the castle is under strict guard. At a time like this, I cannot allow a suspicious pair such as you to meet the Queen. As the Queen's longest-serving lady at court, I must act in the interest of her royal safety. Yo.
Oh no!
Hear my words. If you two are indeed the true Mario Bros, you must prove it by repairing the castle's plumbing. If you are able to completely fix it, then you may meet Queen Bee. Now then, show me the work ethic of the superstar Mario Bros. I didn't much of that, thankfully, this time. So, we, yeah, fully restored our HP and everything. And so now we're in the sewers of Bean Bean Castle. Ignore the fact that I'm like 10 hours in. I was doing some stuff behind the scenes. So with that being said, I'm going to let my voiceover take over, and I'm sure I'll talk about the game a little bit, and also, you know, some other stuff that needs to be talked about. So with that being said, let me go ahead.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah, indeed. We are back, boys and girls. I don't know who's watching. We got Superfly. These guys are just trickier versions of the fighter flies, and that's all you really need to know. They're kind of like the elite versions, so they have different movements and whatnot, which is actually kind of interesting in a way. Yeah, I don't know. That's really all I can really say in the video game. We have also in the sewers. I'll get to the main topic at hand once we get the video game part of the stuff out of the way. We have Spinies down here. They're the counterparts of the they're being counterparts of the actual Spinies in the Mushroom Kingdom, which is actually quite interesting because I actually kind of want to know how they work in the Bowser's Minions part, but we don't really encounter them until much later, which is, like I said, it's kind of interesting. I don't know if there's any other enemies in the sewers. No, I think that's it. These are the only two enemies you encounter in the sewers. So yeah, we have our first recolor and then our other kind of I guess it's just, I mean, if you really look at the premise of the enemies, it's just full of recolors, and that's really it. So I left the video at a very interesting note on, I think I said it towards the end of the video, of what was it, the baby boomers really think of the millennials, and I think I said it was quite interesting, and I have articles to read on that. I've done a little bit of research through the past few days while I was off, obviously, because I mean, with the internet being out and all, I gotta utilize the time and see what will be the best articles to read. I still am not completely 100% like honed forward on which articles to actually like rely on, but generally on the scope of it, I'm gonna just kind of like put a little bit of my, well, no, actually I'm just gonna put the facts because I don't really have much info or detail on this on this topic. So I don't know why I said motive for, but whatever. The motive is just to bring awareness, honestly, because I mean, if we're talking about video games and how they're being made and everything like that, we gotta get to the source of the problem, and the source of the problem, I think, is it's a generational problem, and I think that's what I was trying to get to at the last video of the remake part. And if you want to go ahead and check it out. I also made a, yeah, so there's some, I think this is just a controversial era, I guess, for me. I don't know. I mean, people could not find this controversial, which I'm totally okay with, too, because, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm just here to, like, bring some sort of light and truth into this. There's, so a few articles I looked up. 3 reasons why baby boomers, resent millennials. Millennials versus, boomers, or baby boomers, whatever you call them. And then, what millennials think about Gen Z, since I'm a Gen Z, and I thought it would make sense to, like, look at this. Because, I mean, the funny thing is, Gen Z is still really young, a really young generation to even really talk about in the scope of it, but we are being talked about little by little. And what's actually funnier is that there's a generation that's not being talked about too much at all, and I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm the first one to even bring it up, which is funny, but we'll get to that point next few parts or something once we actually get to the part of the game where there's not much dialogue to read. So with that said and done, we have some gear that we could easily put on. You get badges at this point in the game already, which is crazy to think about. Yeah, so I thought I equipped the badge to Luigi already since, well, why not? You know, why not? So, what was I gonna say? Yeah, let's just keep going. Let's read the article. Let's read the first article. Because there is a shorter one, and there's we don't have much time to talk about this. Okay, so the article I'm going to actually read, that will be a shorter version of the three reasons why. It's from LinkedIn, and it says what baby boomers really think about millennials. So, on that note, let's go on this. Published on July 1st by 2016 by Sylvana Clark. That's what it says, so we're gonna go with it. If these facts are not too accurate, let me know. I would really like to hear your invite. This is a conversational topic that I want to invite people to conversate about this. Bring this forward, okay? I genuinely am curious to learn more about this as I'm going through world. I guess I don't know. So sit in on any staff meeting or conference, and you'll hear all the politically correct statements about respecting everyone's opinions and the need to all get along. But there are the vocal baby boomers are unafraid to express their frustrations when working with those in famous 19 to well, I might want to change the age range now since it was pretty much 2016 that this person wrote this. We're looking at 29 to 42-year-olds now, okay? Labeled millennials. Since the number of millennials in the workplace recently surpassed baby boomers, which I mean would make sense. I mean, you guys are reaching that age. You guys actually have reached that age where it's time to pretty much retire. You know, so some cooperation is obviously needed. After presenting keynotes and workshops around the world for over 25 years, I've never experienced such hostility as when I conduct a session on millennials. Wow, okay. During a recent keynote, the meeting, and this is 10 years ago, okay? This is 10 years ago. Keep that in mind. During a recent keynote, which was 10 years ago, the meeting planner had to pull aside one of their members because he was shouting at the millennials in the room, telling them they were lazy and pompous. Oh shoot! So what is it that caused such strong reactions from baby boomers? Here are the top 3 irritants that boomers tell me frustrates them when working with millennials, followed by one basic and sometimes blunt tip from a boomer to lessen the irritation. So yeah, ignore the dealing with stuff. Don't worry, I didn't shut her up. She just shut up herself. We're fine. So there's not really cliff notes on the actual things, or I could just give the 3 points, but we're just gonna go through them little by little. Okay. So one person says it irritates me when millennials show up for work on their first day and seems aghast when given certain assignments, said a manager at a major business. I even had one 26-year-old tell me, well, now 36 years old probably, tell me he thought he'd be able to pick and choose what he wanted to do during the day. They don't have any work ethic. The word entitlement comes up frequently when discussing millennials' attitudes at work. Yes, it's true. Millennials grew up being told they were wondrous, unique, and also special. Then they arrive on the work or the job site and realize they are employed like everyone else, resulting in a reality check. So tip from a boomer: during the interview process, I am fairly blunt with millennials and let them know they all have special talents and skills, especially those relating to the job. But I also explained that in the adult working world, managers don't have time or inclinations to pat them on the back constantly. Okay, I mean, I don't really have a problem with that, because I don't really need to be patted on the back every 5 minutes. Just tell me what I need to do, and alright, just give me my check and I'll go home, you know? If they start squirming or asking questions about vacation time, working at home, or flexible. I feel like those are valid questions to ask about. I don't bother continuing the interview. So are we like, okay, my job is to run a business, not babysit. Okay, that's fair. I tried to weed out millennials who seem apathetic during during the interview. HR director at the law firm. Well, that's from the HR director. I think not counter argue, but I guess to counter argue that, like, I guess if we're looking at like they start squirming or asking questions. I feel like if they're squirming about vacation time and working at home or flexible, like, I feel like, okay, I mean, oh. Dang. Gonna have to interrupt.
Oh, thank the stars! You've saved me, you heroic souls! Would you be the Mario Bros from the Mushroom Kingdom? What are the Mario Bros doing in a place like this? What? You claim that I dropped the pair of you down here? And then I told you to fix the plumbing? Most perplexing. Why, we were attacked by Cackletta and her fiends, and have been stuck here ever since.
Whoa.
Maybe, perhaps, the Lady Lima you encountered was...
Foolish Mario! I don't need this stupid voice. You have completely and pathetically fallen for my trap! Repairing the plumbing is the key to disabling the Green Star security system. Cackletta, it is the hurrying time. We must take the Beanstar and fastly run away from this place. At last! At long last! I have in my possession both the Beanstar and Peach's voice! That thing that can grant in all desires! The Beanstar! We have always remained at this castle, acting as guardians, protecting the Beanstar, and keeping it out of evil hands. There's no doubt about it. Cackletta must be after the Beanstar. Oh no! Ooh, heroic Mario Bros. Quickly now, you must go to the Beanstar. Go! Go! You must not let the Beanstar fall into the hands of evil. Quickly, do not dawdle!
Let's go. But first we gotta save the thing. I think... I don't know if there is a hard block nearby. No, there's no hard block here. I think they will put a hard block here, right? Whatever. I guess not. BP's fine. HP is on the eerie side, but I think we'll manage. The boss isn't too hard. You see the... Yes, it still works. So if you want to go fast up slopes, that's how you do it. So. Master Larry, don't leave us. Afraid that the Koopalings are on Fabu's side. What? No way! I could have sworn I saw a stalking piranha plant here. Why? There's no one here. I feel better if we recruited some more minions soon. Hey, you! Hold on a minute! Greetings, friend. I see you are not a talking rock after all. Yes, you are clearly a Goomba from the Mushroom Kingdom. In our fair land, your kind are nearly as famous as the brothers Mario. What? Really? I'll get used to this. Indeed, Goombas are famously the first ones Mario has always jumped on. Wow, that has to hurt, bro. That freaking has to hurt for real, dude. That's insane. Oh, flip. I guess I can't be mad at the truth, though. Oh, shoot. Yeah, no special effects on that one. That he had to really sit on that one for a second there. Anyway, smug guy, have you seen any piranha plants around here? I cannot say that I have, as that would be an untruth. As it were, I haven't time to chance. Forgive my manners. I must away now. May we meet again. What in the... Rather rude for such a fancy fellow. Well, looks like we have no choice but to find them ourselves. Piranha plant? Oh, piranha plant, where are you? Piranha plant? Ah! Wait, I'll be the first to admit. I look a bit like a muffin, but it tastes like yuck. No amount of frying of aioli would make a difference. Deep frying an aioli? That actually sounds really good right now. I mean, that's not the point! Please, let me go. Different from the piranha plants we have at home. Yeah, that must be a variety that's native to the Beaming Kingdom. Stop playing it cool and help me out! Most piranha plants are fellow minions. Ouch! These tips are sharp. Good thing I'm so hard-head. Wait a frickin' minute. That's kind of racist to just say, oh, those guys we know. The other guys? Because literally, like, isn't that basically a mini version of PD Piranha, technically? If we're really talking here? Because wouldn't Bowser Jr. be able to, like, get one of these guys and just say, alright, you're gonna be PD Piranha now? Guess we're telling the truth. You're not very tasty. You were telling the truth. Wanna try frying him and tracking down some alioli? Stop that! Stop. Some things aren't funny, like mutiny. I thought that was kind of funny. Hurrah! Victory! Now let's get out of this crazy place. We need to, Huh? He's watching. It's just creepy. Is he going to follow us or what? Bro's just like, alright. Hey! Look over there! What's that, little buddy? You see that? It's some sort of yummy looking flying bean man? Mmm, good. Bruh, come on. Come on, dude. This will be fine. Just fine. Probably. Yeah, let's make haste, quick. Oh, we're too late! The Beanstar!
The Beanstar and the Princess... The Princess's voice are already mine!
Once we awaken the Beanstar and Princess Peach's voice, this world will be
Let us snack cake. Say, Mario boys, you haven't bothered to pay a visit to your host, Queen Bee. Thought you had better manners. Weren't you agreeing, Queen Bee? Oh boy. Perhaps the three of you can sit down over tea to discuss the finer points of foreign policy.
You know, when she smashed down in the
Okie
original,
dokie.
she wasn't really exactly smiling, but yeah, we have Queen Bean here. So there are two ways to take this boss down, and the one way is to, well, you see her arms are up here, right? So if I were to try to go head face on for the head, well, let's see what happens. It does 13 damage. Wow, okay, I was expecting it to do a little bit less. Okay. So it doesn't do much. Now, as you can see, she comes inches and closer and closer. So, one way to take her down is to pretty much take down her arms to weaken her, well, the main target. And, well, I'll show you the other, I'll probably explain the other way in a bit, but I'm gonna let my voiceover continue. So, anyways. Okay, so yeah, anyways, there are two ways to defeat this one. Yeah, so this boss, like, if you watch the original video, you'll know. Go check it out. It's pretty much self-explanatory there. But just a quick refresher: take out the arms, or you can just like, if you have the advanced movement, try to get the advanced movement on the head directly, head on. I mean, it's very risky to do, but it's effective, basically. And the HP is quite a lot in this, you know, in this boss fight too for Queen Bee. And yeah, there will be a certain attack where it will be recommended, like in this form, to not jump on the projectiles that she throws out or spits out. So yeah, don't jump on it, or else it will turn into a beanie. So, anyways, back to the conversation at hand on the article. So, I don't know if I'll be able to, but my counter argument towards towards like it. So, if someone were to ask about vacation time, working at home, or flexible schedules, I think it's kind of valid to ask about these things, because it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, like, what am I gonna do? How much time do I need to set aside to actually work? And then that way, I need to, you know, set aside like other times to, like, you know, go grocery shopping and whatnot. I think it's kind of valid to ask for those things, but at the same time, you have to be flexible towards the company, because if you're going to be working at this company, you have to be available like right then and there whenever things are needed, especially in emergency days. Like, let's say like you have a Friday off or something, right? You're promised it. Now your boss just needs you to come in for like a couple of hours. Are you going to be available to come in for those couple hours? Because who knows, if you will be available to come in for those couple of hours, you might be more inclined to give you a leadership position in the future. So that I mean, you know, just an FYI, you know. I think being able to be flexible with them would serve time to be flexible with your schedule. Looks like I defeated the boss, so I guess I won't be able to talk much longer on this topic, but I'll move on to the next paragraph in a bit. So anyways, back to the dialogue and back to the gameplay live. We also leveled up Luigi here. I looked up the leveling up scales for these guys, and it seems like the scalings are weird until level 20. Oh. I was able to replicate the original way of being taken down. She's like, curses, no! It's actually kind of more funny in this one. Like, it's like more dramatic. It's just like, yeah, curses, my. So, anyways, I'm not laughing. Sorry. Oh no! Heckle Edna's forced Queen Bee to eat a belch worm. That's what turned her into this. The Fair Kingdom is doomed. Doomed! How will we ever return Queen Bee to normal? What's that you say? The Mario Bros. Will do something about it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just tell us what we need to do. What can you possibly mean? You speak of the impossible!
Why, there is no known way to spit out an ingested belly belch. Well, except that's one way. That last resort. It sure isn't pretty though. She may be able to spit it up if she drank the legendary Chocola Reserve from Chucklehuck Woods. You'll go to Chucklehuck Woods? You'll find the Chocola Reserve? Well, if you're going to make such a bold proclamation, I suppose I have no choice but to rely on you. Take this bean brooch and head southwest from the castle towards Chatail de Chucklehuck. If you find the Chocola Reserve hidden deep in Chucklehuck Woods, our queen may yet recover. By some sheer miracle, we used the bean brooch and then tried to sit. Luigi, come on! I need you to. Oh wow, he is iron. We're gonna go to the menu and just it's not good. Some syrups quickly. There we go. Lead the way. Spin. So what is? Wait. What's over here? Okay, so there is a. So what's down this way then? Alright, let's see here. Yeah, so I guess the next mission would be to head to Chucklehuck Woods and then go from there, I guess, right? Not much else to really say about that part. And that's a part.
Spin.
Can't go that way still. So I'm guessing the only way out is through here because we can't really do anything much else. This is the Bean Castle, and then they pretty much say the same thing. So yeah, we just have to get going, and then can't even save. Come on, bro. Wait up, bros! Lady Lima has asked that you also take this along with you. Got a bean badge. That thing is a badge. If you equip it, you'll be a little stronger in battle. Different badges have different effects, so for now, if you get a badge, make sure you equip it. To equip it, press start to open your suitcase. Oh my gosh, another tutorial. To equip badges, which I did earlier. Clearly see what I did. Select this icon. So you can view the gear and badge you have equipped. Now then, Mr. Mario, time to equip the badge I just gave you. Gave it to Luigi. This is where you can view all the tasty badges you've collected. Wow. When you're all done pursuing, you can pick a badge to equip. Go ahead and try one up. Try it on. So I get extra BP and extra power. Now you're all set. Good luck and be careful. Oh, sorry, Luigi, but if you want your own badge, you'll have to go buy one at the store. Really? Bruh. Like, come on, man. Hook me up with a badge, man! How can you do this to me, man? It's okay, I already have a badge already, so it doesn't matter too much. You have, this. So now, we're officially both level 11. Let's check a look at the badges in the start menu. And then, yeah, just ignore the background for a minute, because it's irrelevant, the conversation in the background. Actually, you know what? Give me a second.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, y'all. Let me just show the bottom screen as well, so that way you can like show this. So we have the Queen's badge. Oh wow, quite refined. So let's see what it does to. Oh wow. That attacks restored HP. Wow. So the Baja badge increases strength in battle as you defeat foes. Having this will increase my. Alright, that's something to consider for sure. And I literally forgot that there is a literal, straight up a literal HP block right outside the castle, so I healed for nothing. So that was great. So let's. Oh, come on! Can I go through, dude? Come on, dude! Alright, let's talk to this guy. The only one who's still worried about fashion despite the town's crisis are real celebrities. Have set prices that won't discredit this place as a high-class boutique. I'm gonna let the voiceover take over for right now. So, yeah. Anyways. So, the gear in this game, compared to the last, it's kind of underwhelming, I'm gonna be honest. Really, it is. But it makes sense since you're getting badges early on, so... The game is giving you more opportunities to save your money than the original game, which is kind of like... Okay. Alright, then. I don't know. But, needless to say, I'm gonna move on to the next part of the argument. But, like, to, like, kind of, like, you know, finish my argument on like, you know, flexibility and whatnot, vacation time. I think it's valid to ask those questions, but at the same time, there just has to be some sort of agreement. Because, like, I think, like, it's good to ask those questions during the interview because we want to make sure the job's a good fit, right? Like, I don't want to be freaking sitting here working 7 days a week because, you know, then what? Like, I have to do that for the rest of my life? Like, no. I'm not going to try to burn myself out because I know myself too well to, like, if I work, like, I can work, I'll work hard and work well, but if people start taking advantage of me, this is just how I am. If people start taking advantage of how I work and my work ethic, that's when I start getting ticked off and then actually, like, a little bit angry towards them. I don't take it, well, yeah, I do my best not to take it out on them, and, you know, let's just keep the peace, you know, like, that's all I ask for. And, you know, also, enemies are easier to defeat now, so there you go. Don't need to, like, have all these fancy transitions now. So anyways, back to the discussion, sorry. But the way I am when it comes to work, like, if I get burnt out, like, I need 1 day to rest, man. That's all I ask for. Just you know, keep my Saturdays off. That's it. I don't want to be bothered on Saturdays. I don't want to be bothered to do anything on Saturdays. That's it. That's just me, as rightfully so. Because I mean, it literally says it in the Bible, and I'm looking through this through Scripture. Let's go. And I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be fully honest. At this time, I do need to do better with my Sabbaths, and need to do better with my day of rest on actually, like, keeping it sacred. Because yes, I am resting, but am I using it to actually rest and using it to restfully, like, you know, get myself energized for the rest of the week to work the next 6 days? If not, then yeah, I'm not really benefiting myself on these. That being said, though, the work structure in the world right now, it is kind of, like, daunting, and it's just kind of like, you know, like, I will be willing to work hours, but it's like I don't want to be cranky either, you know, like, I don't want to come home like, how's work, freaking, you know, like, I'm like, it's absolutely crappy and everything, and I'm just grouchy all the time because I'm working 11 hours one day, 2 hours another day, 3 hours another day, another 15 hours the next day, and then you know, that's how I get my 40-hour week. And then next week Oh, yeah. Like, I don't want my schedule to be Monday, you work 15 hours, Tuesday, you work 13, or some... I'm just naming random numbers because then it's random the next week. I just want something consistent, you know? Like, okay, I know, okay, I have work at this time, at this time. I'm willing to work long hours. I just want it to be consistent. That's all I'm looking for, really. I mean, I don't think that's too much to ask. It's just consistent hours. And then that way, whatever chores I want to get done or need to get done, I can set time aside to do that and then have my Friday nights or Sunday mornings or something, you know, some time aside. Or Thursday after, I don't give a flip. Just, I want to be able to at least set some time aside to, like, be on yourself for, like, 10 minutes, you know? Or an hour. I don't know. But I don't think that's unreasonable to ask for, at least for me. But that being said, you should also be flexible with the job if they're going to like pretty much give you your paycheck. So, anyways, that's my final claim on that. Also, yeah, the levels on these guys, holy crap! Tanumba 26. Troopy, level 11, and I think that it was a paratroopy earlier, and it was like level 24. Yeah, I think there was a good reason not to go in this area. I don't know what level they were at the original game, but holy crap. These guys are annoying to deal with, especially when you're so used to the original game because the attacks are way slower, and then the visualization is kind of like hard to like read, so it's kind of like, you know, experiences are kind of hard to read, so we're gonna be here for a bit. So hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, it's freaking it's holy crap right here, you know. Anyways, number 2. Number 2 here. Sorry. What was I saying? I get so irritated when millennials don't have basic social and professional skills. Okay. Well, anyways. I watched as our company president reached out his hand and introduced himself to a millennial who shrugged and said, "Hey, dude." stated a mid-level manager. You got offended because he said, "Hey, dude." You got offended. That's what happened. I can't get mad at that one. Whatever happened to manners, okay. I guess that's fair. I mean, saying "hey dude" could be a little bit like looked down upon. Should say "hey sir." I mean, that's what I would say. I don't know. I mean, like, how you doing, sir? That'll be my usual. That'd be my usual dialect. Anyways, whatever happened to manners. Other boomers tell me the stories of millennials texting nonstop after during staff meetings and feel like they can take 2-hour lunch breaks if the mood hit. Okay, I do need to sit down on this one. I actually do need to sit down on this one because I had a conversation about breaks the other day with a few coworkers. I'm currently in a job where a break is like 10 minutes long. Okay. And to be fair, this is coming from a guy who came from another job where you don't get a break until, and I can actually say this openly because I don't work for that job anymore, but this is coming from a guy who came from a job where unless you have 7.5 hours, you don't get a break. And then that break is unpaid, and it's 20 minutes long. That's what I had to work my butt through. I had to work 12-hour days, I had to work 8, you know, and all that stuff. Now I'm at a job where it's early in the morning, but now I'm just trying to get a full-time stable job, basically. Which I am making progress now. It's a slow progress, but hey, you know what? It's progress. It's boring, but not much to really cry home about, but it's working. Praying on the Lord every day on this. Anyways, needless to say, the breaks. We don't need 2-hour breaks. I don't think breaks should be that long. I think if we're looking at a paid break and just to get lunch, I would say if you're like on a trip to get lunch, I'd say 45 minutes, no more than that. And if you're not going out to get lunch, or if lunch is being brought to the company, 30-minute lunch. You only need 30 minutes to eat and then talk things out and just talk, you know, take a little chill break. But after that, get back to work. You don't need more than 30 minutes. That's my thought on breaks. People would probably say otherwise, and I know it's a hot take and everything with that, but yeah, I'm on the baby boomer side on that one. Breaks don't need to be 2 minutes, or sorry, 2 minutes. That's not. They don't need to be 2 hours long. They really don't. So, tip from the boomer: during orientation, I acknowledge that many of them will change jobs frequently in their careers. I stress that in order to get future jobs or advance with a certain company, the business would require a few basic skills beyond texting. We do some simple role-playing that involves speaking in full sentences, making eye contact, and even how to shake hands. So we're at a point where we don't know how to shake hands. That's kind of sad, actually. When I emphasize how these skills make them more marketable, millennials sit-ups and listen. What? I think it's meant to say sits up and listens, I guess. As I said before, the leveling on these guys is absolutely atrocious, and I'm sorry for not commentating on the gameplay too much. It's just like, I'm so focused on this topic at hand, so it's kind of like one of those things when I'm doing when I'm doing a voiceover and whatnot. On the voiceover. By the way, guys, this is a voiceover. So yeah, not much more to say on part 2 of the so there's Lacapi right there, and yeah, the leveling is kind of like we have a level. There we go. And let's see what level they are. Oh, they're level 13. They're not level 11. My bad. Okay. And instantly gone. With a jump. I have not much more to say about the second point or the second the second scenario here. Anyways, third scenario. It's irritating when millennials want constant feedback about their performance. Tell me about it. They want to be. I'm not kidding. People want feedback constantly, or at least like I see it a lot in workplaces, and it's like, just be quiet. I see it from my generation a lot, which is kind of frustrating too, for me. And there's the east end of the castle. So back to reality, I guess. Anyways, where was I at? Oh yeah. So it's irritating when millennials want. Yeah. They want to be mentored and encouraged on a daily, and sometimes okay. So I get the wanting to be mentored and encouraged part. But I think that should just be on a monthly basis. Personally, I think, I think it would be better if it was just personal, but on a monthly basis. Just so, like, you're teaching them to think for themselves. I think on a daily and sometimes hourly, if you're training them, would be wise. Because when you're training them, then that's when you're like, okay, now it's been 1 week. Now we're gonna just come back to you in 1 week. Now, once you know how to do the job for 1 week on your own, okay, we'll come back to you in a month, and then we'll just keep advancing you from there. So, back to what I was saying. This was said by a small business owner. I don't have time to pat them on the back every time they answer the phone or serve the customer. Just do your freaking job. Yeah. Millennials grew up with a private sports coaches, SAT classes, and parents who, well, didn't the other generations though? Like, didn't they grow up on private sports? Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe I could be wrong on that. I wonder what. Now I want to look at other topics now about generations. This is actually kind of interesting. It's a natural. Okay. So, anyways, back to. I am like going all over the place. I apologize. I'm trying to stay on topic here. But anyways, millennials grew up on Anyways, well, I already read that part. It's natural they come to work needing reassurance they are on the right track. A recent Gallup poll found out only 29% of millennials feel engaged at work. If millennials feel engaged, they are more likely to remain on the job and reduce turnover. Well, 29% doesn't sound promising at all, does it? So, tip from a boomer. I have 6 millennials working for me that all wanted feedback on their performance. This is a job, not a school musical. Work starts at 8 a.m. I told them I'd be at the office at 7:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If they want to meet up with me and discuss their job or be mentored, they seldom show up, but they have commented they like knowing they can come if they want. Okay, so I mean, this one's not a bad problem. This is just more of like a good problem, but it's kind of like a problem where it's like, you know, like it's good, but like we need to like work better at this problem. So I don't think this is a bad problem per se, but it's just like a, hey, like you need to work on yourself. You need to kind of figure this out yourself because one day we're not going to be around. That I can completely understand that. It's very understandable. So for more information about working with, well, I guess that's the short end of it. So now what's another topic I wanted to get on? Millennials versus, oh yeah, baby boomers, right? So here's a shorter topic on it, I think. Yeah, here's the shorter article. So another article I came across that was a shorter one. Millennials versus boomers, May 24th, 2023, from OK Boomer and Twitter. Yeah, satiric boomer advice to books about the so-called me generation and corporate training on how to manage millennial workers. Today's public discourse is full of generational narratives. That is true. A lot of generational talk nowadays. Often framed as clashes between baby boomers, people born between 1946 and 1964, and millennials, people born between 1981 and 1996. But are these antagonistic narratives just superficial banter, or are members of the two largest U.S. Generations really in conflict? And if so, why? And what can we do about it? We explored these questions in 3 studies. Here's what we found. So there are 3 questions asked in this article, and those 3 questions are: do baby boomers and millennials really dislike each other? Where does this mutual animosity come from? And what can you do about it? I'll try to cover the first one today, and then we'll get to the other 2 later.
Travel here is permitted only for select individuals in order to guard the Chuckle Hut Woods ecology. The mark of special guests of Bean Castle. Very well then. You shall permit you to enter the woods. Enter these woods. We hope you enjoy the taste of the incredible full-flavored Chocola while you are here.
I like how based I was for not even saying anything here. That was absolutely based. Okay. Let's at least, I'm going to try to answer as much as I can in this article today. So, do baby boomers and millennials really dislike each other? We asked participants from both generations how they felt towards the 4 adult generations in the United States: millennials, Gen X, baby boomers, and the silent generation. Is the silent generation still around? I don't know if they are. Actually, wait. Yeah, they are, right? I mean, if you're in the silent generation, you have to have been born at least 1945 and earlier. So, like, almost 100. Holy flip. Oh, boy. Okay. So, anyways. Across 3 studies, millennials participants consistently report liking baby boomers the least of all generations. Wow. And identify them as most threatening to their own generation's interests. Well, I mean, if I look at our other article, I pretty much can see why. Conversely, baby boomers like millennials the least and found them most threatening to their own interests. Thus, beyond the media frenzy, millennials and baby boomers do seem to harbor mutual animosity. We're gonna read this recipe quickly, and then I'll be right back. I'll be taking over. Brewing Chocola Step 1. The main ingredient of Chocola is chocola fruit, which grows only in Chuckle Hut Woods.
brewing Chocola step number 2. Place 1 Chocola fruit in the barrel that's been filled to the brim with savory syrup. Then, step 3, brewing the Chocola Cola. Tell funny jokes to the fruit until it laughs, releasing soda bubbles deep in the brew. I think it's like brewing Chocola Cola. Okay, yeah. Brewing Chocola Cola step 4. Bear in mind that the quality of both the fruit and the jokes will affect the brewing process. The premier form of Chocola Cola, absolutely overflowing with gags, is known as Chocola Reserve. Father of Chocola Cola, first generation, Chateo owner, Bubbles.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, sorry. What was I gonna say? Oh, this maze is kind of hard to read in the remake, quite drastically. Because in the original, it was actually pretty easy to get through. I mean, it's easy to get lost, but it's also like, once you figure out the scope of everything, it's not that difficult to get through. But that's just me, personally. But, I don't know. Yeah, so I had to kind of like, cut this, so that way I could show you the correct way through. Because I was here for I was here for 10 minutes, man. I'm gonna be honest. So, what I want to discuss about the first topic, I mean, it's kind of easy to see why there's a feud between the two generations here, because there's just a lot of like, well, first of all, there's a lot of misunderstandings, but also there's also intentional misunderstandings, because I'm trying to switch commands and I can't because look who's behind me.
Wow.
Crazy, huh? Well,
Let's go.
yeah, a lot of intentional misunderstandings, and you know, not exactly the most prettiest thing to welcome. So I'm gonna get back to the dialogue here and then get back to the topic. See if I actually win this one. Let's have Goomba first. Hey, wait! Oh, Private Goom! Thank goodness you're safe. Goomba, I've done a lot of thinking since I was under Fawful's control, and I've come to a decision. Hey, you two, over here! Sergeant Guy? Corporal Paraplonk? Are you guys out for a stroll? Yes, we're going to sing and dance and have a nice picnic. Not! What are you doing? What are you, a moron? Oh, so I guess you're all Fawful's underlings then. Wrong again. You're Lord Fawful's very topmost underlings. No, wait, that's wrong too. That's from when my brain was fuzzy. So what decision did you come to? Oh, right. I, Private Goom, have made up my mind. What was it again? I decided, oh my flipping gosh, to gather all the minions and rescue Lord Bowser. That's right, and to score a big fat compliment from Lord Bowser. Oh, really? You care about Lord Bowser again? Well, we seem to share the same mission of rescuing our king. What? Really? So, you heard my ideas somewhere and decided to copy me. Devious. Hey, your formation looks awfully similar to ours, too. That's low. It's really not similar at all. Go ahead, Goomba Squad. Prepare to battle the Goomba Squad. Whoever loses has to surrender and bow down to the winner. Oh. Why don't we all just work together and be friends? Unacceptable. I will recruit all of the minions and make it a name for myself. Nothing good can come of blurring the line between leader and subordinates. Sergeant Guy, Corporal Perplonk, we're on it. Battle Formation Alpha. Oh boy, should we just ignore him? We can't. Those three are high-ranking minions. Let's win this and recruit. Ahem. That only happened because Sergeant Guy's squad was weak. We'll call this round a draw. We'll postpone the next round until Sergeant Guy's squad is stronger. My squad? You think my squad was the problem? The Goom squad just charged forward without thinking. Honestly, the Parapunk squad carried the dead weight of both of your squads. He did! He ain't lying about that one. You just fluttered around. I think now we should just ignore him. Yeah, I think you're right. Bye! Man, that took me freaking 50 years. Sorry about that. I thought I showed the actual correct way without having to... Yeah, whatever. I'm sorry. Might have been quick for you guys, but it was 50 years for me because depth perception for me. Anyways.
Ooh, boo, blast, criminy! The famous Shadow Thief Popple has been caught in full sight. Cripes! You think you're ready, do ya? Nobody's more ready than me. See? I'll show ya. Rookie, shake a leg.
Yes, boss.
Okay, Rookie, it's your turn, see? I want you to squash those red and green drips there.
Yes, boss.
I
feel like I know these two from somewhere. Weird.
What? Rookie, are you saying you're acquainted with these two palookas?
Yeah. Something about them feels real familiar. It makes me feel real mad.
Quit your babbling, you! Two ugly mugs came here for the same reason as us. You want the fabled Chicolo Reserve. Boo! Boo, I say! You really think you can beat me to the punch? Well, open up those ears, punks! I, Popple Shadow Thief, filcher of the world's riches. Bet you that I can get the Chicolo Reserve first. Rookie, go to it!
Let's go! Okie dokie.
So, we reached the weird duo. The thieving duo. Popple and then Rookie.
How dare you guys try to mess with the boss?
So yeah, there's gonna be some dialogue being read through here and there, and I'm gonna have to just time myself on it. That's very weird movement. Yeah, but there's no denying the fact on like why there's such a feud. There's like a lot of clashing and whatnot, and there's like a demand for like certain things where the values are just like completely different from each generation, and they, you know, and then maybe there were some drastic changes from here and there, and it's probably due to the fact of how things have developed and advanced, and you know, like how like we've seen art progress, you know, in the last few years. And why am I talking about art? Because video games is a form of art, and you see how video games are made, such as this one. Like this is a literal remake of the one that was made in 2003 or 2, I don't remember. But this game was.
I'll be taking that, see?
This game was made. Game was made when mostly the baby boomers were in the markets of doing like the actual development, other than this genre. Like it was mainly Millennials that took care of this game, and yeah. So there was some things that absolutely they changed, and you know you can see it, and I don't know, like the just in terms of leadership and in terms of like how things are being taken care of, I'm starting to realize a little bit more and more why the older generation just knows exactly what needs to be done and how they need to handle it. Rookie's level 12 for some reason, but that's besides the point. I don't know really what else to really say about the first question, but as I said before, yeah, I'm gonna try to cover everything I need to cover. Actually, I'll share something in another arc in the bigger article that I haven't read yet, and that is the 3 reasons. So one of the biggest complaints is that millennials is their work ethic and approach to the careers, and it's just like they have kind of unreasonable ways to do it.
Boss, no!
And so, like, to give you like a general scope of it, number 1, baby boomers learn to sacrifice joy in exchange for well-paying work. Millennials get and accept both.
For some reason, fighting these guys makes me fire up something fierce. Whoa, that was spicy!
So yeah, I never got a chance to show this in the original game, but this does happen in the original game. Which, for some reason, yeah, I don't know. So, millennials are not afraid to communicate their need for fulfilling work. 3, the millennials approach to work complements and rapidly changing business world. Oh, I thought there was going to be more. Growing to give back. And yeah. Oh, well, that's a different article. Never mind. Sorry. Disregard that last point. But yeah, there's a larger scope of it on how things are being read here, and you know, there's a versus basis, and it's kind of like money's the big thing that has to be driven forward, and well, yeah, I don't know. Money changes a lot of people.
Yeah. Rookie, you bloated idiots! Who took you in when you were dazed and lost on the mountain? Me! You worthless vermin! I'm so hurt. See? We're fine as long as we get the Chocola Reserve. Let's not mess with these 2 knuckleheads. Let's scram and hurry on ahead. Yeah.
I guess I can. You know what? I have nothing else to really say about the first question. So, yeah, sorry guys. I didn't mean to like really sound like I have more to say, but I really don't at this point. So, let's go to the next question. Where does this mutual animosity come from? I guess we'll get through all of this today. Our data suggests that although both generations see the other unfavorably, the nature of their concerns is distinct. Baby boomers feel that millennials threaten traditional American values. They believe that this younger generation's worldview differs vastly from theirs, and that the spread of these views puts at risk the more traditional values baby boomers hold dear. This is what we call symbolic concerns. On the other hand, our data suggests that millennials feel that baby boomers hamper their life prospect as this older generation lives longer, defers retirement, and retains powerful economic and political roles. Millennials fear that baby boomers are refusing to pass the baton, blocking millennials' shot at power and wealth accumulation. These concerns are probably exacerbated by economic setbacks that have saddled millennials with vast debts and rising expenses, hindering their ability to establish themselves and live as prosperously as previous generations at the same age. This is what we call realistic as intangible concerns. Baby boomers' symbolic concerns and millennials' realistic concerns, in turn, drive each generation's animosity toward each other and stereotyping of the other generation. Okay, so I don't know which side to really side with, because on one hand, yes, I mean, it is the baby boomers who pretty much worked the long hours, worked their butts off to get to where they needed to get to, and definitely didn't have so much of an easy streak in their age. But at the same time, their advantages were different than the millennials. Let me explain. The millennials have a lot more distractions and have a lot more I guess, yeah, I think that's the problem. We have a lot more distractions, and we let those distractions eat up our time instead of using that time productively. And instead of utilizing our time productively, we continuously just circle around to like doing things that we want to do instead of the things we need to do in order to pertain and just kind of like keep things going. I mean, not to get too political, but like when you have people thinking that one way is the only way to handle things instead of opening up to other things, it can drive people mad. While the other way, like where people are radically just saying flip it, we're gonna just do it our way, and then that way recklessly doesn't work because it's reckless and it's not exactly the best way to handle things. And so when you look at both sides to it, you can see that, like, okay, like, one side of the argument's like, oh, like, wow, how could the baby boomers be so unempathetic, and how can they be so, like, cruel, and, like, how can they be so, like... Well, look, it's the way that they were that kept values... Oh my gosh, we got a golden beanie. So, yeah, there's a chance of getting the golden beanie in this game as well. And, yeah, you want to take it out as quickly as you can. Because they will hand you like really good. I think they hand you good badges, but I don't know if I think they really dialed it down to super syrups, which is kind of annoying. I don't know. But we have I guess like in terms of like video games and everything, I should have researched another factor, that video games were made by, when they were made by baby boomers, which side of the which gender was more involved in the gaming industry, I guess is the question. Was it females or males? I'm gonna guess it was the males. Nowadays we have female millennials ruining the video games. Sorry, someone had to say it. But yeah, I mean that's my hot topic there, and I'm gonna just stick by it. Sorry, cancel me for that. I don't really care. And when you have these issues just rising, where it's like, yeah, the cost of living is just a lot more. Well, it's because we're letting certain people in work for, I don't know. I want to expand on the conversation, but I don't want to get political either. But like, I have to get political about it. So I don't know. Like, because I don't want to say the wrong thing either, Like, I don't want to like say something where it's like, okay, like that doesn't sound, that's not correct. And when I mean like sound correct, I mean factual. I want the thing to sound factual, by the way, because that's just a reality check right here. Like, if we continuously just keep like letting things rise to power without any sort of hard work behind it, then there's not much of a reward, is there? At the same time, though, when you have people that are going to die soon, let's be honest, not saying that baby boomers are going to die tomorrow or anything, but you guys are getting there. I mean, we're the silent generation. They had to hand the torch off to you, right? Or the generation before that had to hand the torch off to you, right? I'm pretty sure they did. And at the same time, though, like, people like are like, well, there's a reason why we don't tell you stuff. And I get it, but I think it's better to be more prepared to handle these situations than not to be prepared. At the same time, there's just a lot of not a lot of listening and more of just talking. And I think if we get more people to listen to each other about the concerns and just kind of like listen, you can like kind of see both sides of the argument and just kind of scope it out, thinking about it, and just kind of like, I don't know, like just, I don't know. I have to leave it off of here because it doesn't seem like I can make any more progress after this. I kind of did this on purpose, just so I can, you know, keep a certain segment here and there.
Oh yeah!
But yeah, I don't know what else. I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna leave it off here for the voiceover. Next episode will probably. I'll outro once the outro needs to happen, but yeah, some truths had to be said and everything. I know this is completely unrelated to what video games is, but I promise you guys, I will get there. I will get there. But I did hint at it had a gender problem too. So, anyways. Oh yeah, I have to read the dialogue. Have I been saved and rescued boy? Sutelos Olo! I am the mature of the Judaic Quark. That is me! And boy, I am the petite brother of Quark. My name is Iskask. We were stuffed into these barrels by two tres bizarre characters. Are you the one who saved us? Oh! To get straight to the point! The two who attacked us are after the Chicola Reserve that lies deep in these woods! Alright, and I'll be taking over from here. Thank you. Sorry about that you had to read that.
Oh yeah!
It's Foos. You dicks are after the Chicola Reserve as well?
Oui! The problem is whether or not that legendary soda even truly exists. Why? Even the two of us have never even seen nor drunk that famed drink, the Chicola Reserve.
Behind Chicola Woods is a sanctuary no one can touch us. Getting there is not easy.
Eh, ba't suot na ko naman ito?
Eh? What? Kui? Kuis can stop enemies?
And Emma rocks to Elito beetles to make baths.
Perhaps, Fus could get through the woods, but not with these moves alone. Cast perhaps with that wonderful Emma.
Turns again, mon frere. Indeed, little old boy was thinking the exact same thing.
Pardon-moi.
Interesting. Okay.
Jump!
That was probably annoying. Just did this quickly. Alright. Is there anything up there worth grabbing, to be honest?
Jump!
Yeah. Anyways.
After having with Morfred just a moment ago, we have decided to thank you for helping us. We have decided to teach you two Emma techniques.
These two techniques that have been perfected and refined and passed down here as these Judeo. If you master these, they should help you in your bon voyage in the woods.
Do you wish to try to master these Emma techniques?
First, would you agree? Give me your Emma. I see. It's these Emma. First, tap the mini icon or touchscreen or use Sit L or R to select eat. Then press the B button to swing. And voila! That is the secret hammer technique. Swing the hammer I and watch it flung it down as the joy the river of the woods. Anyone hit with such a technique will become micro-sized. Oui, je stress petit. Anyone this size will feel like a mouse. It will go into tiny holes for micro adventures. Return to normal to swing the hammer again in superb whacker damar. And let's go try it.
Hammer!
Boy, incredible! To think you could produce the joy of the river of the woods on the first shot. Good. Perhaps you should try to put them back to normal. Excellent! Magnifique! Voice could be a genius. Now then, Mr. Red, give me your hammer. How's this sound? First steps as the duck icon on the touchscreen. Use the LR to select eat. Then press the A button to swing. Crashing down on a gust of wind is the power of the earth. Whoever is struck by the hammer will completely buried and hidden in the earth. Of course, it's a state moving noisy is possible. One feels much like a mole. One can even sneak under fences for micro adventures. To come back above ground, just press the B button. And let's go for a try. So anyway, yeah, let's
Hammer!
pull upon! The power of the earth crashes down and bursts of wind. That was perfect. Boy, just press the B button to pop up out of the ground again. Fantastic! Now it is time to put these hammer techniques to test. Using techniques you learn to get the two cola goblets in the room next door. The two goblets of which I speak are two of the Bean Kingdom's greatest treasures. The sparkling glass is brilliant. It is perfect reward for you who have gained the techniques. So members, procure the two goblets.
Jump!
So I'm gonna show the bottom screen quickly. Oh, yeah, let's just show the bottom screen. So you see, like now we got the mini and dunk, basically. So we have those moves, and then basically when you go in here, you have mouse living room. Take care not to bump your head on the lower entryway. And then this also says steel floor. Steel floor is so hard you cannot go through it. So trying to do this here will not allow you to do anything like that, so keep that in mind. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Mo's living room, tunnel beneath fences, try not to get your clothes dirty. So, we're gonna go...
Hammer! Hammer!
Okay, looks like we're doing that one first. This time, Luigi can actually use the hammer. For once. Please do not hit anything on the wall. Well, too late.
Let's go! Hi!
Now we got the green goblets. It's brilliance glitter in your eyes. Oh, I should have had Luigi grab that.
Hammer!
Got some red goblets! It's beauty sparks in your eyes.
Wait.
Yo.
We can do it still! Yes! Yes! I can't do it. I like that we can still do that. We can still screw around and do stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, don't do that too often, by the way. Luigi might not like that too much. So we could just go ahead and heal him and not do that too much, alright? That was kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you have to admit, that was kind of funny.
Hammer. Hammer.
There we go. I was wondering what we had to
Jump.
do after that.
Hi.
But I'm glad we can do that. I'm glad we can still screw around and do stuff like that. That's great. Oh, and by the way,
Hammer.
Chuckle Beats.
Jump.
Important to grab. Oh, you got some red goblet and the green goblets. Wazirus, you are amazing. Incredible. There is nothing left for us to teach you. You have mastered the hammer techniques perfectly. Well, Wazirus, you may enter Chocola Woods in search of the famous cola. Chocola Reserve.
Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Sorry for hitting you. Sorry about that, Luigi. So yeah,
Hi. Jump.
I don't know if there's any other like bean holes that we have to worry about, but I'm gonna grab those quickly. Oh, I should have healed them. I mean, if you want to get infinite coins, you just come back to a hard block and then just screw around by doing that. But I would feel really bad for doing that to Luigi, so maybe don't do that to my guy. Alright.
Spin. Jump.
So, yeah. I think that's gonna call it for today. Sorry that this episode is longer than the other run. Yeah. I don't know, to be honest with you. So, yeah, we're gonna call it. We're gonna see what happens after this. Obviously, you know, we're here, and yeah, I don't know what else to really say, other than the fact that we're gonna try to complete this entire woods in the next episode. That's gonna be that's actually gonna be the mission. So, with that being said, yeah, I don't know. Don't forget to shine bright and stay bright.